What would you do if you found out not only that your spouse was cheating, but that all of their friends knew about it before you did? This isn't just betrayal, it's humiliation on the deepest level. This is my story. Our marriage wasn't perfect, but I thought it was real. We had our little rituals, Saturday coffee runs, binge-watching shows under the blanket, Sunday dinners with his friends. I used to think his friends liked me. They'd come over for poker nights, barbecues, football games. I'd cook, I'd laugh with them, I'd try to be the cool wife. Sometimes they joked too loud or drank too much, but I told myself, this is what family looks like. But what I didn't realize was that family doesn't laugh behind your back. Real friends don't watch you walk into a burning house and say nothing. Because they knew. They all knew. It started subtly. He was homeless, his phone glued to his hand. He'd turn away when texts came in, step outside for calls, claim he was working late. Then his friends began acting strange around me. One night, during poker, I walked in with a tray of drinks. They all went quiet. One even smacked, then quickly covered it with a cough. I asked what was funny. Nobody answered. I laughed it off at the time, telling myself I was overthinking. But my gut whispered something different. It was a Friday. He said he was going out with the guys. Something inside me snapped. I couldn't sit home again, waiting like a fool. So I drove to their usual bar. When I walked in, I saw his friends first. They froze like deer in headlights. Then my eyes found him. He wasn't with them. He was across the room, with her. A woman sitting so close, her head rested against his shoulder. His arm wrapped casually around her waist like it belonged there. His fingers traced lazy circles on her back, movements so familiar they made me sick. My heart stopped. My stomach churned. The world tilted, and for a moment, I couldn't breathe. His friends. They looked away. One even laughed nervously. Not one of them looked shocked. Not one. That was the moment I realized, the joke had always been me. I walked up, legs shaking, voice trembling. "Who is she?" I asked. He jolted like a child caught red-handed. "It's not what it looks like," he stammered, pulling his arm back as if that erased the truth. "Not what it looks like," I whispered, my throat burning. "Your hand was on her body like it's been there 100 times. And your friends," I turned to face them, tears stinging my eyes, "your friends have been covering for you. Laughing at me. Letting me serve them food while they knew I was the punchline." He tried to grab my hand. I yanked it away. "Answer me," I shouted, the bar falling silent. "How long? How long have you been betraying me? How many lies did I swallow while your friends watched me smile and made jokes behind my back?" His eyes flickered. Shame. Fear. But no love. No regret strong enough to fix this. And then, he shrugged. A small, pathetic shrug. "It just happened," he muttered. "You're overreacting." That broke me. I felt my heart tear, not clean, but jagged, leaving me raw and bleeding. Tears poured down my face. I wasn't just crying for the affair, I was crying for the years, for the trust, for the woman who believed she was loved. I was crying for every time I defended him, every time I told myself his friends respected me, every memory that was now a lie. I looked at his friends one last time. "All of you," I said, my voice cracking, "every single one of you is just as guilty. You knew. And you let me believe in something that didn't exist. You sat in my home, ate my food, smiled in my face, and all the while you watched me live a lie. You're not just cowards, you're cruel." And I walked out. Not gracefully, not with dignity, I stumbled, sobbing so hard strangers reached out to steady me. But I left. He came home hours later. He begged, he cried, he swore it meant nothing. His friends texted apologies, weak excuses, some pretending they didn't know. But the silence in my heart was louder than their words. Nights were the worst. Lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, hearing echoes of their laughter. Realizing my marriage wasn't just broken, it was a performance, and I had been the only actor who didn't know the script. For weeks, I battled myself. Stay. Forgive. Pretend. But then I thought about that shrug. That tiny, careless shrug when I demanded the truth. That was the real answer. So one morning, I packed my bags. I looked at the man I thought I knew, and for the first time, I saw him clearly. A liar. A coward. Someone who didn't deserve my love, my loyalty, or my pain. I said, I'm done. I won't be the wife who looks away. I won't be the woman who stays because it's easier. You took everything good and twisted it. I won't let you take me, too. And I left. So here I am, telling this to you, Reddit. My husband cheated. His friends knew before I did. They laughed, they covered for him, they let me live blind. I lost a husband. I lost a circle of friends. But what I gained was something stronger. I gained myself back. To anyone listening, don't ignore your gut. Don't silence your doubts just to keep the peace. And don't let anyone convince you that you're overreacting when your heart is breaking. Because you deserve better. And walking away isn't weakness, it's survival. What would you do if your spouse's entire friend group knew about their affair before you did? Would you ever forgive? Or would you walk away like I did? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more heartbreaking stories of betrayal, survival, and healing.